election night wasn't just a big night here in Kentucky, but just up the road in Ohio, they voted to legalize recreational cannabis.
Yeah, here in Kentucky, only medical marijuana is currently legal in the state. So what does this change over the border mean for Kentuckians? WKYT's Julia Sandor talked to some advocates about just that.
You know, we've got a lot of folks that want to see a regulated industry.
Kentucky's neighbor to the north just took a big stride in the cannabis industry. People in Ohio voted to legalize recreational marijuana use.
Right. Well, it shows that the tide of public opinion on cannabis legalization is undeniably turning across the nation. More and more people are expressing their support for reform. As advocates for Kentucky, it's our responsibility to listen to the voices of our constituents and acknowledge their evolving views.
Right now, under Governor Beshear's executive order issued in 2022, Kentuckians with one of 21 severe medical conditions are able to travel across state lines to get medical marijuana. And this year, after Beshear signed SB 47, medical marijuana use and sale will be legal in the state starting in 2025. This legislative session, Matthew Bratcher with Kentucky NORML says they'll be advocating to expand the medical program.
So we're going to go and we're going to talk affirmative defense with some legislators to try to just get some more patient protections in place, you know, because we'll have time between when the registry's open and when dispensaries open. So, you know, we want to make sure that the patients who are registered and waiting for dispensaries, they are safe traveling back in their own, you know, to and from legal markets.
Bratcher says seeing change so close to our state can change the way Kentuckians look at the topic.
Kentucky should take a thoughtful approach and consider the desires of its residents as we navigate a path forward on cannabis policy.
In Lexington, Julia Sandor, WKYT.
Bratcher says we will most likely see a lot of revenue go into Ohio once the legalization goes into effect. He says the cannabis industry isn't just about legalization, but also unlocking economic potential for Kentucky through job creation, tax revenue, and investment opportunities.